Well, howdy guys, this is Sonic again with a bit of an updated tour of my room. So I'm going to pretty much restart from the ground up when it comes to this, because I've moved some stuff around, I've taken a few things home, you know, just some minor stuff. So with all that said, let's begin. And the reason I'm a little bit quieter is because my allergies are acting up. So if you hear me kind of take a break for a minute there from speaking, that's why. Anyways, let us begin. I'll start off with this because a lot of this stuff is pretty much the same, but there's new books there for obvious reasons. So, obviously, I have the plushies here. I've got the trophies here from last time. I've got the Dreamcatcher and my compass. These are some headphones given to me by an old friend of mine at Equip. Obviously, I've taken all my games out of this DS case. The TV here is temporary, but I'm going to be doing some rearranging, stuff like that. Obviously, I have my lightsaber from Disney World. Some of the new stuff here is some of the stuff that wasn't here. Some of the new stuff I've added is like this Titanic model I got back in Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, I tend to travel a lot. I've got my naval cannon. I've got a green army man from my neighbor, and also that toy car, also from my neighbor. I've got Chocola's old tag, and I've got a .22 caliber bullet from my coworker. Got a couple new books. I got this toy gun here from my other coworker. And then I've gotten some stuff from some yard sales. Which I've got the StarCraft book here, I think. Yeah. And then I emptied out this little bottom bit here for later storage. So yeah, I want to keep it kind of secure. Chest of drawers is pretty much the same. TV, like I said, is temporary here for personal reasons. I've moved Chocola's round bed, which, speaking of Chocola, he's right here. And his bed's over there. I moved some of the carpet-like beds here. I'm gonna see if I can't help him up and get him onto that carpet. There you go, buddy. Also, that Star Wars game, I've moved it. It's still here in the house. It's just moved into here. And like my last video, I was watching a Chugga Conroy video, as cool as that was. So yeah, I've got my a couple of my belts from karate here, my camo and green belt. I've got the game here. This is the Jedi Challenges game that's been retired, sadly, so I can't play it. I've got my cooler here. I've got a singular dedicated charger for something. And I've got a frame for stuff like awards and stuff like that. But anyway. I did I did take out one box from my closet, which was for a small cart. I'm taking it out of my closet and put it under my dad's bed. Obviously, this stuff is the same. Walking sticks, stuff like that. Yeah, back here I took my GameCube games, and GameCube equipment and Game Boy Advance home with me, so it's not here no more due to power generation. I've gotten a lot more movies, so yeah. I've got Sonic 1 and 2 and the Knuckles Echidna series, and now Sonic 3. I've gotten a lot of movies from Goodwill, actually. That's pretty cool. Key rack is pretty much the same. Trash can's pretty much the same. This chair here I obviously got from my neighbor down the street, and this one was just like a couple doors. This table was given to me by a neighbor, a couple roads down, or not a couple roads, couple houses down. Excuse me. I've got this hamper open, and I'll actually have another hamper here before long because I got one at Goodwill. I've got my vest hanging up for work, which I need to get it washed. So there's Chocola's bed. I've got my love seat that was in the living room. I've got a fan here now, so I could actually get my room extra cool. I never actually acknowledged that I had a AC unit behind my bed here. But, well, now I do. And, yeah, here's my AC behind my bed. I'm going to be moving this around and this around there later. I've got my alarm clock. I've got my lamp. Usually I don't have the fan lights here on. It's just for personal reasons. I have them on so I can actually show off the room a lot better. I've got this nightstand. I'm okay. Sorry, I swallowed it and it went down the wrong way. I'm alright. This is pretty much the same. I moved some stuff around so it's a little bit less organized, sadly. And this is still empty, sadly. Because, well, like I said, I took my GameCube stuff home. Now, why am I doing a retour if everything's pretty much the same? Well, I always believe on keeping stuff up to date. Now, obviously, this has not been moved at all. But yeah. In essence, I've also replaced the blanket that was in here that I said was in there. That's the reason this is empty. This cabinet on my bookshelf is empty now due to me taking out the blanket and putting it here underneath my table. Also have a magazine here that I haven't put up yet. I'm going to probably use this just as like a table decoration and I could read it if I so need. I also got a new pillow for my couch. I put my finger in the way there, so sorry about that. But yeah, my grandmother got us some new pillows because the pillows here were kind of outdated. And also, this is brand new. I finally got me a throw rug. It's a rather small one, but at least, I won't scuff the floor with my table if I have to move it. At least, not necessarily. But yeah, that's pretty much my favorite addition, and now my feet won't get cold when I'm getting up on this hardwood floor. But yeah, in essence, this is just, a formality thing I'm doing. Yeah, I'm inside right now, just kind of relaxing. I don't have much to do. And like with my last one, I'm actually watching Chugga Conroy's videos instead of it being Xenoblade Chronicles, it's Super Paper Mario. A game I used to play but struggled at for quite a while until I actually had my grandpa help me on the Chapter 5 block puzzle, the second block puzzle anyway. But yeah, in essence, this, oh yeah, and I've moved my hat around a little bit. But yeah, in essence, everything is pretty much like it was. I will be doing another video on this room as soon as I get something new, because I plan on hanging up my senior shirt, as well as the flag my grandpa got from my Uncle Kyle in this room, because, well, that's his orders, not mine. Pretty much, this is his house. I'm just living in it. No, I live in Sulphur Springs, but But this is this is his orders. That's what I'm respecting. You know? But anywho, that's pretty much all there is I had to say about this room. Yeah. So yeah, and also before you guys say anything, yes, these are in fact movies, and this is where my GameCube games were originally when I did my last video before I moved them into that second drawer at that nightstand before I took them home entirely. But yeah, this room's really coming together, guys. I mean, the Xbox is still here. I've pretty much put a lot of games on it that were from my my younger years on it, so I have them all to play. TV is pretty much the same. And, well, I'm going to turn off the lights in here, so at least the fan lights. So, yeah, you can kind of see my room a little bit in the darkness. Don't really need much to show off. Oh, yeah, before I actually end off this video, I wanted to show you that this little case here, it actually has a light in it. That's also kind of why I turned off the lights, because I wanted to show this off. And interesting factoid: this house is actually a much older house. There's not even any vents on the ceiling because, you know, we didn't have big air conditioner units back then when this house was built, and they couldn't do that, so they couldn't fix that problem when it came down to it. So sadly, this house has stayed like it is. Obviously, I mean, there's no carpets in this floor on this house anymore. But maybe someday I'll just put some carpet in my room. Not anytime soon, but someday. Anywho, this has been Sonic, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Take care.